While the Premier League title race between Manchester City and Liverpool continues to excite, it looks as though the race for the two remaining Champions League places will be equally as gripping. Following Tottenham's domestic wobble, there are now just 5 points separating Spurs in third and Chelsea in sixth. And with just 9 games remaining, it looks set to go down to the wire. Qualifying for the Champions League brings increased finances and the ability to attract world-class players. Therefore, it's no surprise the four clubs are so desperate to finish third or fourth this season. As we reach the latter stages of the season, football fans start asking hypothetical questions. Klopp doesn't touch to sign Pochettino handed to match ban. IFAB confirm rules changes. What if Chelsea or Arsenal finish outside the top 4 but win the Europa League? Winning the Europa League and the Champions League automatically earns you entry into the Champions League. The nightmare scenario, but there is a potential scenario that would see the side that finished fourth fail to qualify for next season's Champions League. Let's say the Premier League top 6 finishes like this, but Spurs win the Champions League and Chelsea win the Europa League. 1. Manchester City 2, Liverpool 3, Manchester United 4, Arsenal 5, Spurs 6. Chelsea. That would then mean Arsenal would fail to qualify for next season's Champions League. Of course, Arsenal and Chelsea can trade places, with Chelsea finishing fourth with Arsenal sixth and winning the Europa League. It seems unlikely, but it's certainly not unimaginable. Spurs have already progressed to the last 8 of the Champions League after beating Borussia Dortmund 4-0 on aggregate in their last 16 tie. And Mauricio Pochettino's side still face trips to City and Liverpool in the league, with their top 4 finish far from guaranteed. The nightmare scenario would become even more of a possibility if Man United can produce a miracle and overcome the 2-0 deficit against Paris Saint-Germain in their last 16 tie to give them an outside chance of European glory. As for Chelsea and Arsenal, they face Dynamo Kiev and Rennes in the Europa League last 16 and will fancy their chances of qualifying for the quarter-finals. Winning the Europa League may become the focus towards the end of the season if their chances of finishing in the top 4 fade.